I think it's important for everyone to believe something, to believe God or greater power or creator or universe, whatever you call it. I remember when I was a child, in my family, nobody was really religious, prayed, or considered themselves like super religious because my country is a secular country and my parents were not religious people at all. They were not atheists. They said that they believe in God and they consider themselves Muslims. But it's it was just a name. So nobody influenced me to learn about religions or any kind of spirituality at all. I started to learn when I was 12 years old. I started to become a Muslim. I was doing the prayers, what we call it namaz. And I studied since then. I was reading Muslims' holy book, Quran. Later in life, let's say when I was 20 or something, I was reading different holy books, like Bible. I don't remember Jew's book right now, name, but I was reading them all in my language, in different languages. I was trying to understand. It was mostly self-taught. I was always suspicious. It's a good thing to be at least a little bit suspicious about things, not just brainwashing yourself. It's important to believe something. And I guess that helped me going forward in life. That helped me to believe a different life besides I was living. I remember I just fell in love with God, and compared to majority of people, I was not trying to ask from God just material things or stuff, but I was trying to be sincere with God. I was always questioning my relationship with God, even as a child, as a teenager, let's say. That was important to me because now I had someone to rely on. I had someone actually listening to me. Then I started to learn, like I was everything, let's say. I became Sophie, I became a radical Muslim, not like with covered hijab or something, but I was radical in my beliefs and I studied a lot. And I guess my studying and questioning things let me became an atheist in life because I started to read Osho's books. I started finding my answers about life. I was questioning everything. I was an unruly child. Osho is like Freud, let's say, like Freud. He also thought that religions are poisonous. I guess it was making more sense at that time because the more I read holy books, the more I realized that these are just stories and this is just a historical book, and some of the statements were not making any sense to me. The more I questioned religions and the more I questioned my life, my traumas, my issues, I struggled a lot in life as a child, as a teenager, because of my parents. I'm saying not because of them, but at this point in life, I don't think so. I was questioning back then, and I don't know. I lost being in touch with God. I was just offended by God. I didn't know many things because, you know, when you are 20 years old, no matter how much knowledge you have, no matter how intelligent you are, it doesn't matter. You have some stupidity in your mind. You act like a stupid. You act like a child sometimes. Yeah, you have knowledge, you have intelligence, but you don't have much wisdom back then. Like I don't think. Oh yeah, I guess there are mature people in life even when they are 20 years old. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist, but even those people, if they just see themselves after passing those ages, and they can definitely say that, oh, I was stupid, you know. I remember when I was atheist, and it was the most darkest time in my life, because now, because life is already not easy, and you don't believe anything, you don't believe in God, you don't believe in any religion, you don't pray anymore. It's like soul crushing, you know. It's like you are literally killing your soul, killing your heart. Like, it's just hard. Like, it's getting hard, you know. Before all the struggle was going on, you had someone to rely on, you were praying, you were believing something that makes your heart a little peaceful at times. But now you don't pray, you don't do anything, you don't meditate, you don't have any contact with God or universe or creator or the power that greater than you. You don't have anything now. But your struggle is still going on, and even it's worse. This time it's not your parents, this time it's other people, and it's much worse. That's why you need to believe in something in life for you just to move forward, to improve. You know, I'm not saying those phases were just useless. I didn't need that time. I didn't need to become atheist. I think that was important too, because now I don't believe certain religions. Now I don't, because I found my answers in spirituality. If you would name my religion, it would be just love. Or you can call me maybe Buddhist, but I'm not a Buddhist. When you believe in God, when you believe in the greater power, no matter what happens in your life, no matter how much you struggle, you keep going, and people can tell you that, oh, you seem more happy, you seem more peaceful, because deep in your heart you are peaceful. Whatever is going on in your life, this is just a game, this is just a movie. So you don't have any reason not to be happy, not to be peaceful. You don't have any excuse for that. You can't just be happy by just seeing birds like I am now, or trees, or to be grateful for this weather. It's wet, it's raining, but it's beautiful. Yeah, that's the difference between spiritual people, or let's say people who is more into spirituality, because everybody has some kind of spiritual side, right? People who are practicing more, learning more about themselves. I think that's the difference. When they say, oh, what a beautiful weather, you freak out, right? Some people freak out. They say, oh, it's not beautiful, it's raining. I hate this weather. I never understood, like in my life, that how can you have a problem with the weather. Personally, I didn't understand, but I understand those people. Some of them are working outside, some of them, you know, have different problems, and just they don't have any real contact with life. They think life is only work, work, and work, and struggle. Yeah. For me, life is everything. Everything. Yeah, you struggle. Yes, you have problems. Yes, it's hard, but it's also beautiful. You are playing your game. You are playing as an actor. My point is, or this video's point is, don't lose your touch with God or a greater power. Believe in something that will help you keep going, that will give more peace to your heart. No matter how much I struggled, I consider only those times as dark times, because it was dark. It was truly dark. Other than that, I struggled more than that. It's just nothing. but I don't consider of any part of my life as dark as that time because I didn't have any sin. I forgot the God in me, and that's the worst part. All right. I'll see you in another video. Take care.